This is my updated rig tour. I've changed quite a bit since the last video I made, so I figured I should make another video. I'm going to be showing you how I made this rig to work well in primarily 3 ways. 1, handheld, 2, on a tripod, and 3, shoulder mode. This right here is an iPad teleprompter that I use for filming corporate videos. This attaches to the rods on the front of the rig, and it can slide off quickly, just like that. This is the default tripod mode. I have this VCT14 shoulder plate on a VCT14 base plate on this tripod, so I can just unclip the whole rig, clip it back in. I can balance the whole thing on the Manfrotto plate right here, balance the whole rig. And when the teleprompter's on here, I can slide the whole rig closer and farther from the teleprompter screen depending on what size lens I have on here. So this is the default handheld mode. You can just rotate the screen up like this, hold it like this, and then to go to shoulder mode, just loosen this handle, and on the shoulder, rotate the screen, and it's ready to go in shoulder mode. I like to hold the handle with my left hand so I can focus with my right hand, but also stop recording, and then I can slide it down and change settings if I need to. There's also another handheld mode. If you want it even lighter, you can slide it off of the Manfrotto plate on this VCT14 plate, and you have a super lightweight handheld mode. With it in this mode, you can actually take the VCT14 shoulder plate and base plate off the Manfrotto tripod, and then this Manfrotto plate can slide directly onto the Manfrotto tripod if you need a really compact tripod setup for some reason. But I prefer as much weight as I can get on it because without in-body image stabilization, yeah, more weight is better. So starting with the V-mount battery, I have a 190 watt-hour battery attached to the small rig V-mount plate, which is attached to the small rig dovetail on the VCT14 shoulder plate. This is attached with some machine screws. I don't remember what size these are, probably like M2 or M3. And there's some threaded holes on this plate that I have attached to this plate too. And it's very solid and a really good mount for the battery. I recently changed how I've mounted the monitor. I've attached a 15mm rod to the side of this small HD focus, which is in a 15mm rod clamp that came with this NATO handle. I added a piece of paper in this clamp right here as a friction device, so I can rotate this and it doesn't stick on this metal-to-metal contact. This piece right here is just a generic phone holder that I have screwed really jankily to this handle. Don't do this, just get the full small rig cage and get like a Hotshoe mount out here. I have one attached to this phone holder, which works fine for mounting the mic, but it's still kind of a headache, so just get the full cage. I don't have the SSD mounted here because it would get in the way of the monitor, so you can use a phone clamp like this, or there's other T5 mounting options that are more adaptable than the small rig, namely ones that can be mounted on rods that you can mount up here, or if you have another rod system behind the camera. But a phone clamp works well too. I have a Tilta SSD cable that has right angles on both ends, and also a right angle Tilta HDMI adapter, and then a D-tap to this power plug on the camera cable here. I'm powering the monitor with its own NPF 970 battery, so I can just get longer battery life overall. With this powering the monitor and this 190 watt-hour battery powering the camera, I charge it like once every couple weeks. It's kind of ridiculous. I'm using Canon FD lenses just on a Canon FD to micro four thirds adapter. This is not a speed booster, so I'm getting something like a 1.8 or 2x crop. On the front of the lens, I have a step-up adapter ring that goes to 67mm because that's the size filters I use, and I just step up all my lenses to that size so I don't have to buy different size filters for each. These are the rods that I mount the teleprompter to. They're attached to the shoulder plate, and they're just these short little 2-inch rods from Small Rig. Okay, I think that's everything. If you have any more questions, hit me up on Instagram at IsaacProdova, and I'll show you one more time how quickly you can go from handheld to shoulder to tripod.